we're just gonna sit up tall, and we're gonna begin with some stretches for the neck, just to start getting a little bit of neck mobility going. So just take your, like you can see me doing. And then back again, and then we're gonna look up. Okay. Alright, center, and back down again. And back to center, and back up. You can take your eyes and look at the sky, and then center, and down again. And every time you do this, you should feel a little bit more of a stretch in the back of your neck. And then we're going to come back up just to center and call it good. And then we're going to take the head, I should say, and take it to the ear. Whatever side you want to begin with. I can already feel that all through my neck. It feels really tight. So, okay. Center, and we gotta do it on each side. Okay. Alright, center. And let's do it again. Okay, center. Other side. And center. Other side again. I am really, really tight in my neck, I can tell. Okay, center, and then last side. Alright, center. And then we're just going to take and look from side to side, take our head and look side to side, if that wasn't obvious. This always feels really nice. I do this in particular on a daily basis just to make sure my neck is not getting really stiff, because I do definitely have problems with that a lot of times. Okay, and then let's see. Let's go ahead and I want to make sure that I've got a nice base basically on my behind. Next, let's take one hand and provide a little bit of a kickstand type of support, and we're just going to stretch. Okay, it's a little bit tough to do it with my legs being like that, cross-legged, so I'm just going to do them out straight. Alright, and then you can take your arms up if you'd like and go to the other side, doing the same thing. Look at your arm, move your neck around, you move your head around a little bit. Okay. Other side again. Try to keep things from getting all crunched up if possible. I know it's easy to do that. Okay. Other side. Alright. And this is going to be the last round. Okay. Final side. Alright. If you haven't already, go ahead and take your feet out straight in front of you for this next stretch we're going to be doing. And you're just going to fold forward, basically. If this doesn't feel good taking your legs out completely straight, then just bend your knees a bit. Although, to be honest, that actually doesn't feel good in my my heels right now, so I'm just going to keep my legs out straight. But typically, if you're tight in your legs, you can just bend them and it feels just fine. I'm going to flex my toes a little bit too. I'm going to point and flex them just a little. If you cannot see, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Try to keep your back straight if at all possible. For me, it's actually very tough to do that, but If you can, then it's definitely better to not crunch your back all up. Okay, and then sit up nice and tall, and let's go ahead and take our legs. Just do this, I can't think of what you call, oh, cobbler's pose, duh. I believe this is called cobbler's pose. It always feels really nice, and you can take and put your elbows on your sides of your legs and kind of push down if you need a little bit more of a stretch, and you can come forward, or you can just, if you are not flexible, you can sit up a little bit more tall, because this is more meant for the inner thigh area. But I'm going to go ahead and keep coming down again. If you are flexible enough to come forward, if you have that flexibility, it feels very nice in your back. That's another benefit of this particular stretch. I feel like my back is trying to crunch up again, trying to bend, and trying to avoid that. Okay, and then let's do a little bit of cat and cow with staying in cobbler's pose while we do it. My back just popped. That feels great, actually. So now, if I didn't make it obvious, it's perfectly fine to bend your back and flex your back, because that's kind of the idea behind cat and cow pose. And then you want your neck to be involved in this as well. So my neck and my head, everything's just kind of looking up as I come forward, and then when I bend my back like an angry cat, my neck and everything is, my head is coming down like this to complete the movement. Okay. Alright. I'm trying to be a little bit quicker about this, because this is just meant to be like a faster stretch energizing routine. Okay, it might be a little easier to do this if your legs are straight, so we are going to try to do knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, I think this should be doable, actually. So that's what we're doing. We're doing knocking on heaven's door, but we're doing it seated, which I've never actually seen before. I'm sure maybe someone has done it. It's typically a thing that you do standing up, but just for this, I thought we could give it a try on the floor, especially if you have very limited mobility and standing up, may hurt your knees or something like that. Then this would be another option, just to start to make things move around, start to get your organs jump started a little bit, and just getting yourself kind of a little more awake than you might have previously been. And if you'd like, you can also take your arms up a bit more. Yeah, I think this would be a little bit tricky, actually, if I had tried to do it with crossed legs. I feel like I'm doing that Hawaiian hula dance. I think that's what it's called, I believe. Where they take their arms out to the side and just do the little hip shimmy dance thing. But we are not doing that today. Except for maybe the arms part, which I'm probably actually butchering. Okay, I'm gonna start to take my arms down. I can't help but want to put a little bit of movement into the fingers, so that's why I'm fluttering the fingers a little bit. Okay, and then let's do what I'm doing basically. Alright, and let's see, how do I want to do this? I want to do up and downward dog, so that's what we are going for here. So I'm actually going to begin in child's pose for just a second, because it feels really good to begin that way. It stretches everything really nicely. This mat smells nice and synthetic, really strong plasticky kind of smell, or some type of chemicals. Okay, and then we're going to begin small, so we're just going to do Let's begin like this with baby cobra first. Okay. Alright. Child's pose again. Alright. Let's transition into upward dog if you can. And then downward dog. You can do it with bent knees if you'd like. That's pretty much how I have to do it. Well, that's not entirely true. I guess I can go with straight legs, although the back of my legs are kind of very tight right now, it feels like. So I'm just gonna pedal things out a little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna go back down on the knees. And then let's do another upward dog. Back to downward dog. A lot of yogis will do this in very smooth transitions from one pose right to the other, not have so much extra stuff, but I am not a trained yogi, so there's going to be a lot of extra for me in my videos. Alright, back to the knees, and let's do one more, I think. One more sequence of this. So, upward dog, you can look up if you are, well, regardless of what position you're in, actually. Okay. Back to downward dog again. Pedaling out the heels, and then spin the pose for a second. Okay, down to knees again. And let's do child's pose for a second here. Or at least my version of child's pose. Alright, and then let's do a quick stretch for, well, pigeon pose is what it's commonly called. It's for your butt. And it's really good because it just, I don't know, it just stretches things very nice and intensely in some cases. This is the lighter version of it. Okay. Go ahead and for the other side. If you can, you may want to try and sit up tall if at all possible, but you can also sink into this pose as well if you'd like. Okay, and I'm going to do the other version of it real quick. Where you just kind of sit into it. And I can really, really feel the stretch now all through this outside of my butt. When I was doing the other version, I could kind of feel it through the back of my leg a little bit more, but I can feel it through my butt a lot more now. Okay. Other side. If you would like to do this version, I mean. My mat is getting a little ruined. Okay, I'm back to all fours. And let's see, let's do a stretch for the inner thighs real quick. So we're just gonna take our leg out. And what you can do, go like this towards the front, and just be kind of, you know, straight like this. Or if this doesn't feel good, if it's kind of intense, then you can do maybe this. This is definitely more for the side, but you'll also get a bit of a stretch through the inner thigh area as well. But I really like both of these. I do both these stretches all the time. Okay, I'm gonna come out of that and move to the other side. I'm kind of trying to hurry because, as I have stated in a previous video, my camera only records for about 20 minutes, so let's see. Leave is as good as it's gonna go, as good as my leg is gonna stretch. So if I'm centered, I'm like this, and can also do side stretch. Okay. Keep popping. For our final stretch, let's go ahead and take the feet, and I mean, for this one you do not have to do it on the floor. You could actually stand up and do this same kind of movement. So I'm just taking and just putting pressure more on the upper part of the foot to stretch the top of the foot, since that's a problem area for me, tight area. Okay, I'll look good on that one. To the other side. And then, of course, I always like to put my other hand kind of on this, right where my foot and my leg kind of meet up, because it heats the tissues and helps them to stretch further. Alright. Okay, that seems good to me. I think everything is... If you'd like, you can do a little bit more with your hands, maybe do some surprised hands and, you know, wiggle your fingers around a little bit. This is just meant to be like a general wake up, energizing, stretching sequence. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you do subscribe so that you're notified whenever I put out a new video. I put out new videos every single week, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!